Welcome back to Nerdocracy, the show for nerds, governed by nerds. We are your hosts and humble Nerdocrats, Tom, Alberto, and myself, Jordan. What's up, guys? How are you? Yeah, I'm always pointing in the wrong direction. Don't ever pay attention to where I'm pointing.
I thought I had it right because I remember being the reverse, and I thought I was going to point at Alberto, and I'm like, no, wait.
You got it right now, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And I got, there we go. It's Tom.
Yeah, there you go. There's these two people.
There you go.
There you go, nice.
Yep. How's it going, guys?
Good, man.
Good?
It's going, yeah.
Yeah, it's going, yeah.
You know what? It's a 3-day weekend, so I think we could all be happy.
Yes.
The fact that it was a 3-day weekend.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I planned on doing something cool or taking some shots this weekend, but that has not happened. Now with only 1 day left, it probably won't happen. So
that's what I'm facing too. I did a whole bunch of shit yesterday. I did do that, but I had so many plans for today, and they all fell to shit. All of them.
Yep. You can thank your cat.
Yep, I really can actually.
I mean, I can also thank ours because I didn't get any sleep. Like, she decides she's hungry at 3 a.m. and she comes and sits on your face. Like, she will lay on your face and meow in your face. And I'm like, I'm trying to fucking sleep. Every night. But if you lock her out, it's worse. She'll body slam the door.
Oh, Jesus. That's incredible.
She will run and smack herself into the door.
Wow.
So mine will just yell outside the door until you let him in. But he's really good about not waking me up. But at so I'm a night person. I like last night I went to sleep at 5 something in the morning. All right, just so you know what kind of a night person I am. All right. So I was planning on sleeping till noon. But at 10:30, this guy's like, that's what time you get up during the week. So I'm gonna start curling up next to you and start licking myself. So because it's morning time. Business has to resume. Like, fuck you, dude.
We're on a schedule, damn it. Let's go.
Yeah. I love them. I have dogs, but they always sleep in the room with us, so that's never.
Well,
they
dogs
sleep through the night.
Huh?
Do they let you sleep through the night?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she has her own bed, and unless she has to go out, and then she comes and wakes you up. But other than that, she snores through the entire night like her father. So yeah.
What kind of dog do you have, Alberto?
It's a golden retriever.
Oh, Goldie snores?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's 100 pounds, dude. She's a big dog. So yeah, but yeah, and she only wakes up only if she has to go outside. But she's pretty. Other than that, she sleeps through the whole night.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, dogs have chill. Cats have no chill.
I mean, my dog would wake me up in the middle of the night too when he was still around. If it was an emergency. Yeah. But other than that, he was totally fine. He would not shoot up in the morning till I got up, and he's like, "Oh shit, now it's time for a walk."
Yep.
But otherwise, he would just wait. He was super good.
I've never had cats. My father never had cats at home, so I don't know what it's like to raise a cat. So
similar to dogs, except for the fact that dogs need you a lot more than cats do. Yeah. So cats are cool just doing their own thing for a long time. You don't throughout the day, you don't have to rush home every 4 hours to take your dog out. Or take your cat out because they just shit in a box that's somewhere in your house, which is great that there's just a box of shit and piss in your house. So you have that.
Yes. But with cats, dogs, you are their world, and cats, you exist in their world.
That's it. That's exactly.
They don't, they love you, but they're like, no, you're here for me.
Yep.
You are my pet, my human.
Yeah. I see the analogy. There's a word I'm missing here, but I see the comparisons between dogs, raising a dog and raising a infant baby, right? Because as kids grow up and become humans and whatnot, the needs change a lot. But dogs are a lot like infants, where you have to change the diaper, you have to take them for walks, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that never changes. Cats, there's never that comparison, I don't think, to human children, because it's not even remotely the same.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They're very independent animals. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Teenagers. They're like teenagers because they don't want you around half the time, and then when they need you there now.
Yes, that is the perfect analogy. Cats are teenagers. Dogs are infants.
Yep.
But this week's show is all about aliens. Basically, aliens.
This is what all 6 episodes have been about so far. Really?
Oh shit, that's a good point. Yeah,
actually, just 4 because we're on episode 4 this week, right? Of Alien.
This is episode 6.
No
Isn't that
fucking
wild?
way! I call bullshit. Is it really episode 6?
Yeah, episode 6.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's been a month and a half already. That's weird.
Of this. I thought you meant of Alien Earth. No, I know that this.
Alien Earth. Oh no, the burp of knowledge totally led you wrong. It was the burp of lies. The burp of lies.
Now we should just title this one "The Burp of Lies." So you have the burp of knowledge and the burp of lies.
And the burp of lies. Yes. But they did release trailers for episodes 4 and 5 last week. So I assumed, we're gonna get both back to back because they released trailers that included both, but that was not true.
I would have assumed the same, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Oh well.
As far as that episode goes, though, I feel like it was probably the weakest one so far.
It was the story connecting tissue, though. It was everything that happened in this one you need to set up the second half.
It's a setup, basically. I think it outlines the intentions of the majority of the characters. So on how we're moving forward, because Timothy, you get a sense of what Timothy Oliphant's character is trying. You know, he's on top of everything. He knows what everybody's doing, but you don't know his end game, what's gonna be. So, and I want a whole season of just the eyeball alien. I'll say it now. Loose on a spaceship. So, okay, please and thank you, because that scene was super creepy with the goat. Dear God.
Yeah, they lingered on that too. They were like, "You're gonna watch this. Oh, you're looking away. Don't worry. You're gonna look back before."
But
it's
you
over.
know, it's a step. It's going up. It's the cat. It was the goat. And next, we're gonna see either a human being get. Yeah, so it's getting there. So
he says it's highly intelligent.
Yep.
And you kind of gather that because when it takes over the sheep, it stands up on its hind legs.
It stands up. Yeah, I was like,
and then it's like, oh wait, they're watching me. I need to be what this is and just sit back and observe. And then it settles in.
I don't think it's pretending to be what it is. I think it knows that we know it's not a sheep anymore. I think it was standing up because it sees the people standing up, and it goes back down because it realizes that the creature it's embodying can't sustain bipedal movement.
The weight. Yeah,
that makes more sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
but it was creepy when it's tracking us and they start moving.
It's got like a lens. When you see through its eye or its body, because its whole body's an eye basically, but it's got like a lens that tracks people. It
actually has me more interested than the xenomorphs right now. So
isn't that wild?
Yeah. It's a good one. Like, I mean, I think of all the aliens that they've introduced so far, it's the most that they fleshed out of them, right? Because we still don't know what that weird pod plant thing does or what it is. Nope. We know that the leech thing is what that is. We kind of know its full story, but it's kind of one note. But the eyeball, I feel like there's an end game in sight for it, and we don't know what that is, but they're teasing us along.
Yeah, because it tries to mimic sound with the goat. So will it be able to talk if it takes over a human? Will it be able to manipulate tools? Will it be able to do, to its intelligence keeps on growing and learning? So I'm really more interested in that alien per se than the xenomorph at this point. So.
And it does seem like that thing can take over the Lost Boys, because like we don't know what its capabilities are. But we also know that it doesn't need to gestate in the biological thing.
Exactly,
it takes its little tendrils and digs into the brain, which we assume the android bodies for these kids have something like a brain. And we'll be able to interface with that. I'm sure we'll get that answer.
Definitely.
So,
But what does that mean? If it can, then
unstoppable.
Will it have access to the AI that are these hybrids?
Maybe.
Then it's like, we're fucked in that case.
But if it takes over a cyborg, which has organic matter, then
doesn't seem like there's Timothy Oliphant's character is not a cyborg. It's just a traditional android.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a synth. Yeah.
So there's no android or there's no cyborgs on that base so far.
Yeah.
Unless
Morrow's coming.
Morrow
He'll be there.
comes. Yes.
Mr. Morrow, which is so great. He's turned into such a great villain. And the way he manipulates Slidey, I call him Slidey because I fucked that up last time, but slightly. The way he manipulates him, it's also a testament to that actor. I don't know who it is, not Morrow, but slightly himself.
Yeah.
But you
He's
see him
so
as
good
a,
at
you
acting
see
like
you,
a kid.
you see him as a villain? I don't know.
I do.
Morrow? Yeah, Morrow's definitely a villain for this story, but so is the young genius. Like, the only heroes of the story are Wendy and her brother and the Lost Boys that have not gone off the deep end yet, which is all but two.
Yeah, because you could even say Sylvia and her husband, they're almost villains because they are complicit in this experimentation on children. So the line of villain and hero, it's kind of blurred, but I think everyone is a villain except for the kids. Yeah.
That was also a shock too to find out that those two were married because I did not expect that whatsoever.
Not at all. Yeah, that was weird. And then we get the whole, because they talked about it in episode 2, how he's talking to Wendy about we can't have children. You don't know who his wife is.
Yeah.
Then you find out it's Sylvia, and then we get the whole shit with Nids, and it's like, oh wow.
Yeah.
It's wild. Really, really well written. The way they're starting to intertwine all the storylines and bring everyone together in the same place, and it's all gonna go to shit probably next week.
Yeah, because we saw like Wendy petting the little alien infant. Like that was shocking.
Yeah. Yes. As far as going right to that, I don't know what they're doing with that necessarily. I mean, obviously, none of us do. That's the point we're watching the show, but it's very weird to me. I don't know if I like it necessarily.
I mean, it depends on the resolution.
Correct.
You know, the journey is very intriguing so far. Yeah.
Well, you guys saw the picture I sent you. That's my theory at this. I think it has something to do with Elizabeth Shaw, because she's maybe something happened from those movies, and they haven't touched on that. They didn't actually touch that subject too much in Covenant, and she technically was the one who birthed the first xenomorph. So I don't know if maybe they used something from her to create Wendy's bodies or something, because there's too much weird things going on, and I don't know, and she basically feels like David also interacting with the aliens when he did in Covenant also. So I think they're trying to bring something back to those two movies, and because that's the only thing I can see right now, because I had that weird theory about the wavelength that she might be catching, but after she was petting an alien, I said, no, there's something fucked up going on here. So
I think it'll be story-wise very interesting if they do tie it into Prometheus and Covenant, since that what was planned to be a trilogy got cut off way earlier. So it'd also be a good way to just bring this story that we're watching into the overarching storyline of everything else that we know from the Alien franchise.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we know the queen communicates with them. It's like a hive mind once the queen is birthed. So she can speak their language, but as far as being like a David type of thing, like she's childish, she comes at it with a childlike innocence. So she's not looking to control them for nefarious reasons like David. So I don't know where they would go with it unless Slightly ends up getting Joe.
Which it does seem like
his plan.
That's totally his plan, without a doubt. But I do feel like we're going to get almost all the way there, if not all the way. Like they could shock me, and we could see Joe being impregnated with an alien. But I don't know. I think we'll get to the point where he's confronted with the eggs, and then something Wendy probably, because Wendy can speak to the face huggers, or knows what they're like saying or feeling. Essentially, she'll know that that's about to happen and stop it.
I don't want them to be able to be reasoned with, though. I like that they are chaos,
can't be.
So I hope she doesn't like talk something out of an act. I want the xenomorph to be chaos, to be violent. You know,
I think
top of the food chain.
I think it's going to more come down to she'll want to save her brother because it's her brother. We've seen all the motivation of her so far in saving her brother, but now she can hear these babies and they're going to be screaming, right, when they're trying to get him. So it's what she'll choose to silence the screaming that won't stop, probably, or save her brother in that instant. And you don't know what happens when your brain gets clouded in that moment. So we'll see.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. I do think Kirsch is falling more on the David side of things.
Oh, yeah.
You don't really, it doesn't really explicitly say that.
Yeah, this close.
Yeah, he's teetering there. He's there.
But you can see it, especially with the way Cavalier treats him. And then he's so intrigued with the aliens. I feel like maybe he feels the humans are below even him. Like he's one of those, like David. It's like humans are actually the bottom of the food chain. And so I want to experiment with these aliens who are more on my level of, humans are just lab rats to him. That's how I'm feeling right now, which is cool. Lean into it. I'm good with that.
Yeah. Actually, I think the first time we're going to see one of those androids actually be on the side of good will probably be the next Predator movie, Badlands.
Oh, good point.
Because I was like, we don't really get a lot of good. Well, okay, we have in the past.
Romulus.
Most of the time they're fairly well. In Romulus, we had both.
Yeah.
We were like, here's the dichotomy of both things. So we'll see.
I mean, the problem is, right? They're always towing the company line.
Yes.
Like Bishop. Bishop is a great example of that. He has no choice. He is programmed by Weyland-Yutani, and that's ultimately what he does. David's the outlier, but that's a whole other story. I don't think we'll ever get a resolution to David's story arc, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's better as a mystery, but
maybe it's coming in this series.
You think?
I think so. Yeah, I kind of get a sense that there's something, because we never get it. There's not an explanation how their bodies were built, what materials did they use, and how did they come up with the idea. It's just basically a rush project that's supposedly going to change the world, but they haven't touched on that subject. Now bringing the whole issue that she can, touch the aliens, can hear them, speak their language, and that's basically going back to whatever David was cooking up in Covenant before the other ship arrived over there. But there's a big gap in, Prometheus had its ending, but Covenant's ending, we never knew what happened to that ship and crew and even David. So I think there might be something coming in these episodes. Hopefully, I hope. But it seems that way. Yeah.
I will say, sidestepping the Alien Earth for just a second, but staying parallel, I just finished reading today, actually, Aliens versus the Avengers, which is a comic series put out by Marvel. And on its face, you're like, oh, that just sounds like a stupid crossover. It's going to be bad. It was written by one of Marvel's best, Hickman, and it was also drawn by one of Marvel's best, Ribic. And Asad Ribic, and it is really good, and it actually picks up right when Covenant kind of leaves off, and then goes thousands of years into the future from that. So it's it keeps storyline threads from that and kind of builds off to this David wanting to basically kill all humans throughout the multiverse kind of thing, which is how they get to the 616 Marvel and all that shit. So definitely worth a read, honestly. I'm shocked I'm recommending it, but
no, that's awesome.
Yeah,
David is totally that type of villain.
Yep.
He's
if Hickman wrote it, I'll give it a shot. I like it. Yeah.
It's 4 issues too. It's not even super long. It's 4 and
okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's check it out. So it's Aliens versus
Avengers.
Marvel. Avengers.
It's literally Aliens versus Avengers is the name of the book. So yeah.
All right. Then scrap Doomsday. We keep hearing about all this infighting on set. Scrap it.
I will tell you, let's go. The Avengers don't fare too well in the versus Aliens world. So
that's awesome.
It's also in the future for the Avengers, so they can have the liberty of telling an end of days kind of story. So don't expect it to be like oh no, well the Avengers are gonna, Hulk will smash all the aliens, blah 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 blah. It's they take some liberties with the story and make it interesting.
But yeah, that's something only a good writer could pull off.
And
to
he's
pull
a good writer,
off something like that, that's showing off his chops.
Yeah, very.
Speaking of good writers, unless you guys want to talk any more about Alien Earth, is there anything we missed besides not much? I mean, we got the same stuff. Well, we didn't really delve into Nid's craziness, but
that was a terrifying scene, to be honest.
That was really
to talk with somebody who's that deluded that could just snap your neck in a second without questioning it, without blinking an eye. You have no way of fighting against this thing. And she's lost her mind, clearly. What are you going to do? It was scary. It was pretty scary. It was good.
And she went, it's a level 3 emergency. Get everybody down here. They put into place every protocol for emergency that they had.
Yep.
Like if a xenomorph had escaped or something. So that basically explains how dangerous these beings are. So so we'll see.
I'm kind of shocked that the doctor doesn't have like a off switch or something to kind of like temporarily suspend them on her at all times. Because I would think that if it were me, I would have that on a keychain that I wouldn't tell anybody about until I needed it. Which that situation when she's like on top of her, like basically wanting to kill her, that would be that moment.
And they
Which
picked
is also
the girl with the most craziest eyes ever. Dear God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Really great actress, whoever that is. Is really great. But I think it speaks to how childish Boy Cavalier is.
Yeah.
Like he's this genius, but now he's got new toys to play with. And he's totally disregarding these creations that he just made.
Unless
they
can serve him like Wendy.
Yes, exactly. Which we see with can't remember the one that he's messing with because he knows her motivation. But Wendy's only of interest to him right now because she can communicate with his new toys, the xenomorphs. So and that dude's ego, all 5 corporations cannot contain it.
Nope.
No.
Which is great.
New level of narcissism.
Yeah. They've done a great job. They actually pulled both Joe and Boy Cavalier are from Black Mirror. Do you guys watch Black Mirror?
Well, I watched a lot of the early stuff, but once it moved to Netflix, I watched like a couple episodes and then I stopped. I watched it more when it was on BBC.
Yeah. They're both in there early on in the show, I think. But it's Black Mirror. I want to say I love that show, but then that makes me seem very weird.
No,
it's a very well-made show that makes me sad.
It's an anthology, so there's always good to be had with no matter how weird and bad some episodes get, or, it is a depressing look at how technology can screw up humanity. And we see that a lot in our real world now, which did not exist nearly to the extent of when Black Mirror first came out. So, I don't think it's bad to say it's like a show that you really like.
You should watch it, Alberto. In one episode, I highly recommend. I cannot remember the name though. Damn it. It's one with John Hamm, and it covers. I'm not gonna spoil anything. You should at least watch that episode. I'll figure out what the name of the episode is and send it to you.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix now. Yeah.
Okay. I'll try. I'll just look for John Hamm and see which episode he comes in.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's in the thumbnail. Yeah.
It's a good entry point because it's an episode that is very captivating and it tells a brutal story, which is Black Mirror, but also it really shows how technology, maybe not in the so distant future, could be used to do some absolutely crazy shit.
Name of the episode is called A White Christmas.
That's it. Yes, it's the Christmas episode. It's so sad.
Okay.
And well acted, well made, really good.
I like John Hamm. Yeah, I like John Hamm.
He's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Love John Hamm. I'm so jealous of his hair. Like he's the one actor. Like I don't care. People have flowing locks, whatever. But I saw him in Baby Driver.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, this guy's perfect. He's gorgeous. I hate him for it. It's fine. Okay, so outside of Alien Earth, the other current shows that are going on, I finally caught up, so we can actually talk about it.
Good.
But that is
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. Yes.
Nice.
Are you caught up? You both caught up on the new episode?
Yeah, I did my homework. No worries.
Yep.
Did you? I exceeded my homework this week,
Nice.
but that's for later.
You both did, I will say.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah. But I'm yes, Peacemaker episode 2 and episode 1. Now that we can talk spoilers, that we were trying to leave out the whole multiverse situation going on
Mhm.
in that episode.
Yeah, I see now why that was difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're really going deep into Chris, John Cena's character's
Mhm.
mental anguish of everything, of like dealing with killing his brother,
The
killing his
guilt,
father, now killing himself in another universe, and falling out with
chopping up
hardcore
himself.
in his universe, and yet having the drug. I could never sympathize more with a character than he was like hammered at the end of episode 2, trying to text this like this alternate reality girl. And the second he walks into the multiverse like plane, I'm like, don't do it, you son of a bitch, don't do it. And yeah, he still went ahead.
He still did it. He's in a destructive cycle. I think they all are. I don't think it's very obvious that they all are. I don't know how it's broken. Obviously, they need to come together as a team to break that somehow, but I don't know how that works. I do know Chris is the glue that holds all of them together. And that's the whole point. We got to have the story to get us to that point, but I'm sure it's going to work out. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, it'll work out great.
Yeah. It'll work out great for someone. Not the poor alternate Chris that gets dismembered by him and Vigilante, which was graphic as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
We told you that the first episode was very graphic, and this one got even worse.
Yeah. I do wish they would have dropped together, because this was very much the back half of that episode.
100%.
So it would have worked better together, I think, but it's great.
Yeah, you can see why now after watching episode 1, right? Because you watched, I think, episode 1 the day before episode 2 dropped, I think, based on our text thread.
So I got to see them together, really.
Yeah, close enough-ish. But you can see why a week after episode 1, or even like 3 days by the time we talked about it last week, I was like, "What? I need to know what happens next," because it ends on that scene of him killing himself.
Yep.
In that alternate reality, or whatever the space between spaces,
the purgatory of the Elseworlds. Yeah. One thing I did notice, the alien things, which I didn't even put 2 and 2 together when I watched Superman, but that's the exact same species of whatever it is that's driving the raft.
No,
or Luther.
Mr. Handsome. No, Mr. Handsome has a very different looking face.
They're different faces, but they seem like the same. They have the exact same look to them.
So they're probably drawn by the same concept artist.
Yeah,
but I'm sure they're different species.
I don't know. I hope they're the same.
We'll see.
They're Elseworld dwellers. That's it.
Yeah.
We'll explain them to us later.
I do like that suit on that weird alien, though. I like that he tells him to go fuck off because he says hi to him every day. I
say hi to you every day.
I've been there where I've had neighbors that do not talk to me, even though I said hi to them like 5 or 6 times passing them. And now I get to the point where I pass them and I'll say hi. And I'm like, sure, don't say fucking hi as I continue walking away, like very loudly. So I know they can hear me.
Dude, I have some weird ass neighbors. That's all I'll say.
I think everybody does.
Yeah.
We live in a weird ass country.
That's a good point. I guess that just sums it all up right there.
Especially in Florida, I'll tell you. Yeah.
Oh, great point. You've got a whole state of weird ass neighbors.
Very interesting neighbors, yeah. So
we'll be in Florida. First week of October, second week of October. So yeah.
Call me.
Yeah, we'll be in your territory. Well, I don't know where your territory is.
You know where my territory is. I don't know.
I'm not even real sure where we're going, but we're going to a condo on a beach in Florida somewhere.
Keys, probably, I'm going to imagine.
It's not that far from us. So it's only like a 12-hour drive, which means it's
Well, it's 7 from where I live to the Keys. It's 7 hours drive to
Okay.
Key West. So it takes
Yeah,
4 to Miami, and then it's like 3 more down to the Keys. So
then maybe it's Panhandle. I don't know.
then you're really up. It's gonna be a hell of a drive because it's
Yeah, because
7 from Tallahassee to Orlando, and then 4 to Miami, and then 3 more to down to
Yeah.
the Keys. Yep.
geography is not my strong suit.
It makes for riveting podcast material, though. Let me tell you.
Oh, it does. I know everyone's totally
Move
into this
on,
right
yeah.
now. Gosh.
I want to bring it back to Peacemaker for a second.
Yes,
Can we
please
just,
do. Save us.
I just want to throw out there that I need I forgot one of the guys' names I wanted to say. I need Tim Meadows in a movie.
Flurry.
Who's the guy from
Flurry.
Portlandia that was also in SNL? He's also in Wednesday. He's Uncle Fester. Very famous.
Yeah,
I'm blanking. It has an A. His name begins with an A.
I
Right?
haven't watched Wednesday. I haven't seen Portlandia in
This
a
is where
long
people
time.
start screaming. It's like, wow, this is person.
oh my god.
Back
Yeah, he hangs out with
Fred Armisen.
Fred Armisen.
I need
Armisen, yeah.
Tim Meadows and Fred Armisen in a movie together being buddy cops based on Tim Meadows' performance in this series, because holy shit, he was fucking incredible.
He was
incredible.
Great. Yes.
Calling that lady titties, I lost my mind. I lost my fucking mind.
And then he's like, bird blindness. Bird blindness. It's my sole weakness.
Yep.
Like that's his only weakness. Bird blindness.
I can't figure out how big this is. I can't shoot. Bird blindness.
Dude, it was
So
yes,
good.
he was the best part of that episode. Hands
He
down.
was so
By the way,
uncomfortable, but like hilariously so.
Yeah, Eagly for the win. Basically took out the entire squad. So
I feared for Eagly.
Breaking a sweat.
And I shouldn't have.
Not.
I don't think Eagly. I think Eagly's safe.
I think so too. I know.
Got some plot armor. Eagly should be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I hope. Yeah, I hope so too.
I've seen enough animals die in shows recently.
Yeah.
Not only Alien, but last night we watched. My wife had never seen The Usual Suspects.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, this is a classic, and it's not one that you want to rewatch once you know how it ends. But when you watch it with someone,
you can watch it once, to get the
then it's kind of new. It's like, oh, they don't know what's going to happen, so we rewatch it, and then afterwards, Amazon picks the next movie. So we're just laying there, like, whatever, let it play, whatever it is. It ends up being No Country for Old Men.
I have not seen that one.
Actually, good movie.
I hear it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's something. It's very well made, very well acted.
Yeah.
And it's got a message that I think I understand, but it hits a certain point, and Alberto will know when this point is, where it's just like, oh, okay. Well, it was going somewhere, now it's not, and now you're just trying to pound home whatever deeper meaning this film is supposed to have. So it goes away from a very, I can follow this, I know what this is, to, okay, that's not what it is. Now I'm just trying to tell a deeper story here, but you may or may not understand what that is.
It's
rough. But a lot of dogs die in that movie.
Jesus. Okay, I can't. There needs to be like a scale on movies that tell you how many animals die and how gruesomely and how much they show, because I cannot. You can kill humans all day long. Humans are flawed creatures. Usually there's some dark thoughts in their heads, whatever. Animals are pure, and I never want to see them die or be tortured, which is why that goddamn sheep scene was so heartbreaking. I did try to look away, but that lingered for like 15 fucking minutes long or something like that on Alien Earth. I'm like, okay. The cat thing, it was better because it was already dead by the time we met. We watched the whole thing. And it was
the whole thing.
I have a hard time.
Yeah, they spared no expense. They were like, you're going to watch all of this. It was rough. Now, this isn't a show about No Country for Old Men, but since we're going off the rails in this episode and just talking about whatever the fuck, in that movie, at least the animals that die are actively, violently trying to kill the people that kill them.
If it's like wolves or something like that, like the woods, that's a different story. I'm talking like house pets, innocent animals just hanging out
Yeah.
by like a riverbed or something like that. You know, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of shit. I feel real bad for test animals too because they're lived their life in captivity. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now these are like cartel pit bulls that are hopped
Oh.
up on drugs. Yeah.
Still heartbreaking.
Very
that the drugs
tragic.
Are,
Yeah.
administered by people, but I
Yeah.
understand that a little bit more.
It's an interesting movie. I don't know what I think about it. I don't know.
It's akin to the title. The title basically it is what it is. It's the title of the
Yeah.
movie. It's what's happening now. It was not what was happening basically back in the day. That's why and it ends with the conversation with Tommy Lee Jones where he say like, it's something else right now for us. So and it's talking about the violence. That's basically it.
Absolutely, yeah. And really how, I mean, kind of chance, like fate almost.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fate is driven home in this film so much. Like there's nothing you can do to change this shitty direction that life in our country is going
It's
on.
basically stating how low can humanity go, and empathy has gone
Pretty
out the
fucking
window.
low. Let me tell you, as being a
Yeah, no, it's
human
basically
alive, fairly
Yeah.
fucking low. We've seen some horrible shit in the past year happening with humans. I did see one scene of Javier Bardem, who is a phenomenal actor,
Oh,
in
it's
a
so good.
gas station, basically doing a coin flip for the guy's life. That scene I've seen, so
yeah,
I know that kind of stuff.
The coin flip is a major point of the film, and he plays his role so well. He's creepy as fuck. And what is it? It's not sociopath.
Psychopath.
It's psychopath. Yeah. Total psychopath, and he crushes it.
But a very functioning psychopath. So,
scary. Truly scary.
high functioning psychopath.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, No Country for Old Men, everyone. Came out, who the fuck knows when, a long time ago. Go watch
early
it.
2000, 2005, 2006, I think.
Oh my God, it's been that long. 20 years.
Actually, probably a little bit. I think like 2006, between 2006 and 2008, at least. I think around there.
Time keeps on slipping.
That's Country.
Wow.
2007. That's the
wow.
Yep.
Yeah, you were right there. Jeez.
I know when it came out because I actually own it. In a sense, I ripped it off of a Blu-ray, so I have a Blu-ray rip of it from like back then. And I lost that to time at this point. Like I've had that one rip so long that I just never watched it that it's now gone.
It's a good watch because it's basically the comeback movie for Josh Brolin, so that put him back in the spotlight. And he acts very well in that movie.
Oh, he's phenomenal. Yeah. But before we move on from Peacemaker, I do want to talk about this.
Oh, the new figure?
Yeah, new figure.
So this is funny enough because we're also talking about Josh Brolin, and that is, I think, the face sculpt that they were going for with this John Cena. Or Josh Brolin.
That's what I wanted to get to. So I want to talk about the good stuff first, but now let's just jump to this.
That is Josh Brolin. That is just Josh Brolin.
I can switch my cable head sculpt to the Peacemaker and give it a try. See if it works.
It all is this. It's just too long.
Yeah,
it's so long.
Yeah.
That his upper lip, his mustache space is so big. Yeah. I was so excited when I saw it because the other poses and the accessories, I'm like, oh, look at this.
Well, those are the heads that we have on the first one.
Look at this. Correct.
Yeah. Except the spikes on the glove and the jetpack. That's the only thing the second head
sculpt. Yeah.
Right. But originally I saw it from a distance too. I think this photo was the first one I saw. So I'm like, oh shit, unmasked, looks great.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get into it, it's like, oh God, not so much.
That one, it doesn't look good. Oh, also notice now, the gun is fully out of the holster in these pictures too. They didn't put that goddamn piece of plastic that every one of us that owned that first Peacemaker had to cut off to get the gun out.
Wait a second, what? What's
in the very first release, this was during when DC had their lockdown about figures coming with guns.
Yeah.
So Hot Toys, the gun comes with the figure, but they put a piece of plastic that you have to cut off that basically made it permanent in the holster, and you have to cut it out to get the gun out of the holster.
Wow.
And the figure came with a trigger hand for not using the gun that you're not supposed to use.
I
And a
bet that
silencer.
piece of plastic was added in after the fact when someone at DC was like,
Yeah.
no. We know you're doing this figure based on a rated R movie and television series, but no guns.
Yeah, no guns of all the things.
Yeah.
Of all the
You can watch
characters.
the guy shoot people in the head. I watched Suicide Squad, this Suicide Squad last night. He freaking explodes people with his gun because he has explosive hollow point bullets and stuff. So like, you can't be that gory in a movie, and then when you come out with the figure, be like, oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, it's fine. Kids can buy this. Kids want this.
Watch him go cut himself into tiny little pieces on Peacemaker Season 2, streaming now.
Streaming now for all the family.
That was rough, that scene.
Yep.
Wow.
That was really rough. I did not expect it. I'm like, what the fuck?
I was okay with that stuff. Because again,
it was okay, but it was like,
it wasn't an animal.
Yeah, right. It wasn't an animal. It was John Cena. All right, I think that's it. I'm gonna buy it.
You don't have the original,
no,
Jordan?
I figure you guys, it's not enough to make you guys jump ship.
Correct.
You're fine with what you got.
Yeah, but, no, I'm not. Unless because at least they took criticism in the first release when they only did the tongue out expression, and they gave us at least the second face sculpt, and it came out very well.
Yep.
So hopefully, if they take some criticism here and they fix that sculpt, we'll see. But I don't.
50,
there's
50.
not. There's not enough there to make me, If they would have given us the other, maybe an alternate suit, like in the parallel universe or something, like maybe, or that helmet. But
I don't know why it wasn't the. Okay, I mean, I know why, because they're saving money. But if you're going to do Peacemaker from Season 2, you have to do a different look when he's wearing a different suit from what we see from the trailers and whatnot of the series. Because we have not seen him in a different suit yet. But we know he wears his alternate realities helmet next episode. And I assume he's going to wear his suit next episode too, which is very different than whatever you call the Prime Earth on DC. So
yeah, we no idea what the Prime Earth is.
Yeah,
but yeah, not enough to get you guys jump over. I'm definitely going to buy it because I didn't buy the original. But at the time,
because at least the helmeted, it's the same as the original, and that looks that's him.
Yeah, you're getting everything we have. Plus more.
Plus some. Plus more, yeah.
At the time, I didn't bite the bullet on him because I'm like, is this actually going to go anywhere? Like, there was so much question about what's going on with DC.
Ending. Yeah.
So I'm like, is this the only season of Peacemaker we're ever going to get? Do I even want the figure? Does it matter? So now that things are established and safe, I feel good about pulling the trigger on that.
We were surprised because they did such a good job in that original. They invested time, invested good money. They made a body for that figure. They took their time with that figure, and without even knowing if it was going to go somewhere. So, because it could have been either or. It could have been a Grail by itself. It didn't go anywhere, but now it's what it is. But I'm happy that at least you get the chance to get a second run at it. So
I only hope that this now opens the door for Vigilante.
We need more characters.
And I want them to go back to fucking Suicide Squad because I desperately want more of those characters. If we're going to be like saying that movie exists in the DCU and Bloodsport is still alive, like I know there's the Susu Bloodsport and all that stuff, but I'm the whatchamacallit, the Idris Elba face just does not do it for me on that figure. And I really want Hot Toys to do that figure so badly.
Yeah. The Idris Elba face on that figure is really good from the proper angle.
Right.
I
remember you trying to sell me on it back when it came
Did
out.
you get King Shark, Tom?
I didn't because it's a statue. I wanted this hollow rubber sleeve thing and give me an articulated King Shark.
Yeah, I went to my local shop and they had it sealed and new for $175.
Oh, I would have bought it if I were you.
I bought it. That's why I couldn't. I said, okay, I'm taking this. So,
if I found him for like $180 or less,
Yeah.
I probably would have bought them too. Brand new, 100%.
Yeah.
Used, I'd question it. Used, I'd probably want less.
No, it
But
was.
brand
I
new,
checked it.
yeah.
It was sealed. Everything in order. At 175. So I had to say, I'm taking.
It's a
this.
gorgeous looking
Yeah.
statue. It's really a statue.
Yeah, it's a statue. I mean, I don't know. I doubt we'll get anything else from Suicide Squad, but it's James Gunn. He's going to reuse his characters.
Yeah.
So we will probably eventually see Bloodsport and all those other guys.
Alberto, is your son playing the piano right now?
Yeah.
I just wondered. You don't have to stop him or anything. I hear the sliding every now and then.
It's like the Phantom of the Opera out there. I swear to God.
Alberto's in a library and there's piano music behind him. It's perfect. Enter Gerard Butler.
All right. Shall we?
We are going to move on. Yeah,
I
think so.
Okay.
Not really. I don't think so. Not right now.
I just want to say I'm really proud of you guys. I gave you guys both homework last week for anime homework, and you both not only followed through and did the homework, but exceeded it. Alberto, you watched the first 5 episodes of DanDaDan. Jordan, you watched the first 8 episodes of DanDaDan.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now I'm hoping, Alberto, I already know you watched them because you really liked it. You were in it. And Jordan, I imagine you were hate watching to episode 8, but I don't know 100% yet.
I was not hate watching, but I was very off put early on. And I'm so glad. Thank you for the recommendation of just Sarah and I watching it on our own, which was much better. The alien dong.
What the aliens want.
Yeah.
I don't think
bananas. They just want bananas. It's fine.
Bananas.
A 16-year-old girl can see it on their own. It's fine. They do not need their parents next to them while they're watching that stuff, you know?
Yes. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
But that took me some time to I want to say get a grasp on, but that's innuendo in itself. Yeah, process. That's better. And it's continual. It becomes funny because you get to the point where they're like, they call it one thing. We did watch it in dubs, which I've never done before.
Ugh,
I've never done that.
Gross.
But Sarah wanted to watch it in dubs, surprisingly, because I've at least tested the waters on dubs, see what they sound like. They're always god awful.
Yep.
It's actually not bad in this one.
Okay.
But I kept the subtitles on so I could see what it was going to mean in the actual native language. And it's so funny because in the dubs, Turbo Granny's like, I want your dong.
I want your dong.
Right.
In the subtitles, it's like, I'm going to gobble your weenie. And
yes.
So
weenie is what they say a lot in the manga, which they actually do because, I watch subtitles is what the subtitles all are. Basically, it's word for word what's in the manga, essentially, in the subtitles.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because if you're watching, I know you haven't gotten to season 2 yet. Next week's episode in season 2, a character gets introduced that I've been waiting for since episode 1. And he has an intro scene where he says some ridiculous shit. And it only makes it so good because he says like weenie a lot. And I don't know if it's going to work well with dong. That's what
right. It's so funny. So funny. I don't really understand the point. Like, I'm sure there is a point, but I don't really get it. Yet why
they're
everything is so driven with
a lot of that. Oh, wait, why Turbo Granny is driven by that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you kind of know her story, but it's like
you do kind of know her story by episode 4, I think.
4, yeah.
You guys have both seen.
I get it now.
Yeah. Okay. You got
all the girls that died.
Exactly.
That died, yeah.
She basically takes revenge on dudes that want to do bad things to women. She's a protector against sexual assault
against women.
Yeah. So she wants to gobble the weenie. So what she perceives as this possible sexual assaulter who's going into dark tunnels, right?
Mm-hmm.
To make sure he will never be able to sexually abuse a woman.
Got it.
So that's what Turbo Granny is, a protector of women. Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna fuck up those aliens when that time comes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
if that time comes,
Alberto, can you refresh my memory? What was the last stuff that happened in episode 5 that you watched?
No, it was the intro to the pink-haired girl. That's where
Oh,
I left off.
okay.
Oh,
Because I had to
yeah.
travel and all that stuff, so I
Yep.
stopped right there.
Okay.
There's a really cool villain, Alberto. I think it's episode 7, maybe 8, but there's a really cool monster in that one. The artwork in general is phenomenal.
Right.
But this monster, it's like I forget what they call her, Silk Lady, I don't know.
Acrobatic Silky.
Acrobatic Silky. She's so
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, because I
Very
really
Her-
enjoyed that huge chase in episode. That was fantastic animation.
Dude, the artwork is Studio
Mhm.
Saru. So when this was first being put out as a anime, they dropped the first 3 episodes in the movie theater. And what they did is they did an interview with the director and the voice actors and the comic creator, like a 20-minute intro interview to kind of go into it. And the director was amazing. I suggest anybody, if you have not looked this up and you've watched DanDaDan and want to like look a little bit more, check this out on YouTube. Look for that, because he is a master studier of cinema. He loves movies. He loves cinema, and pretty much every scene, every art directed like angle and stuff like that is something he's pulled from a film that he really likes, and he draws little thumbnails in a sketchbook, and he pulls out thumbnails to be like, I want to use this scene to translate this and this, and so like he kind of takes you through the little thumbnails that he drew like in college and years past, because he's been documenting films all this time. And he's like, I get to use this in my translation of the series and bring it to life. So it's really interesting.
It's so good.
I don't know if you know. Did he work on Ghost in the Shell 2, the second?
The standalone complex?
No. The movies. It's Shattered Innocence, I think, is the second major film, because the anime seems so familiar to that. Maybe that's
The animation might be Studio Saru. I'd have to look that up, but it might not be the director. I don't know how long ago he joined.
Because the movement and the action, it looks very, very similar to
that. Could be
which
an
I love
animator.
Which I love that movie. Yeah.
There could be an animator on the team specifically, because the director is a little on the younger side. I don't think he would have been the guy who did Ghost in the Shell 2. I could be wrong, because he could just look really young. I don't know enough about him.
But,
so is DanDaDan an ongoing manga?
Yes. We're in chapter like 220 something right now. Yeah, which is not that much. I say that and it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Like you guys have probably seen up to like chapter 30 something already. So to kind of give you a sense that like anime goes at a pace that like catches up to mangas real quick.
Okay. Which I did like that, starting a show that I don't have to watch 14 seasons of.
Yeah.
So that was refreshing. I was like, oh, there's only 2 seasons of this?
Yeah.
Great. One of the reasons I tried to barrel through the entire first season, I didn't quite make it.
And what's good, it's made in a way, or at least it's edited in a way that you want to jump to this other episode. And I've tried to hold off because of my situation, but I just really want to dig into that episode 6 and 7 and keep following through. Because I was hooked, line, and sinker in the first episode. I was, okay, I got to see where this is going.
Yeah.
So
that last scene of the first episode where they're exiting the exploding alien ship, and like she learns what Akarun's name actually is.
Yeah.
And that's that heartbreak, that moment where it's just like, and her face all blushes up. That I was like, oh, that's how you're going to capture people. I think it's you end on
it did.
Yeah, good.
There's also the one scene where they're walking through, I think, one of the hallways in the house with the grandma and Momo and Okarun, and just the grandma mentions Ken. I want to say Watanabe, but no.
Ken Takahara.
Takahara, I think it is.
Takahara. Yeah, but she just mentions the name. Yeah, she just mentions the name, and you see all 3 of them walking, and then Momo like spazzes out and falls off screen altogether. It's hilarious.
I will also recommend continue watching the anime. The anime is amazing. The manga is so good. They're doing such a good job of it because like all those little funny gags, like where a character falls off, or like the funny faces that sometimes characters make, those are all drawn exactly like that in the manga. So like all those gags and whatnot, the writer, creator, the mangaka is what they're called, is so good at doing humor and slapstick humor, but keeping the heart. Jordan, I think you got into already one of the episodes. I think it's like a heartbreaking episode. Maybe not. Did you see something like it's part of the acrobatic Silky story arc?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah.
Yep.
Like
I don't know how to say anything about it, but yes.
Yeah. It's just a part of that arc, and it's like he could play for the heart really well, and at the same time talk about weenies and stuff and be really funny.
Right. Yeah, it's really, really good, which surprised me because it's so vastly different than what I know as far as the anime world is.
It's not
to me, it's Attack on Titan, Berserk, and Cowboy Bebop. This is none of those things, which I feel like is a good stepping stone into what most anime shows kind of are. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
It depends. I feel like that's the thing with when you say anime, I think you get certain people that are like, oh, this is exactly this type of thing. Anime is like saying animation. That's it. Because if you think of animation as a genre, you have adult serious animations, you have the slapstick stuff, you have the stuff for kids, you have avant-garde, all that. You have exactly all of that in anime. Like there's sports anime, there's isekais where characters go off to other worlds, there are dramas, there are depressing, like really sad stories that are told through anime. And it really is just an umbrella over a genre. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. So how then should I properly address it? Like,
you can call it anime. That's, I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, but when you put it that way, it feels like me saying, you know, Minions is on the same level as something like How to Train Your Dragon. They're completely different types of animated storytelling.
You could say it's animation,
yeah. I mean, you could say anime, and if people are like, "Oh, okay," well, like, no, it's adult-oriented, like humor, but it's actually a romance story. Like, it's hard to talk about DanDaDan specifically because it's sci-fi. It has some horror elements to it. It's humorous.
It's romantic.
It's sexually explicit at times. It's romance. Yeah, it's like it does all of this stuff, and it's like there isn't a single genre for it. But it is anime, so
But what other world besides the world of manga and I guess subsequently anime can you marry all the things you just said?
Animation does it really well, and I do think that you could do that in live action movies too. Like, I just think that people don't think of animation as seriously as they think of live action stuff, but it is can be taken just as seriously under the right hands. Not everything is Dragon Ball Z where a character's screaming for 6 episodes they'll get their power up,
right? But that's I feel like the perception of anime because that's the most popular IP.
Correct.
Dragon Ball. Okay, even people that don't give a shit know what Dragon Ball is, and then that makes them be like, "Oh, I hate anime." Dragon Ball.
Then you have people like Samuel L. Jackson who said in an interview once that One Piece was one of the most thought-provoking and intelligent written pieces of fiction he's ever read in his life, and that's an anime and a manga. And so it's like, and I've not gotten to that. Like, I'm only watching the live-action One Piece stuff that Netflix is doing, which is very competently done because the creator is on set walking them through it. So I don't know exactly if the story goes that way, but the fact that you have someone like Samuel L. Jackson who has done serious films, done humor films, do all that, and speaks to this one anime as being one of the best pieces of literature he's ever partaken in is kind of shocking.
Yeah, that's a ringing endorsement.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, Sam Jackson, come on, he's a treasure, a cinema legend.
Agreed.
No one can say the word motherfucker like Samuel L. Jackson. No one. Say what again? Say what one more goddamn time.
I double dare you.
Definitely a legend.
Yes. Sam's a great one. But no, I'm totally in on DanDaDan. Just saying DanDaDan though makes the theme song start playing in my mind. But yeah, really good.
It's really a good theme. It's a good intro too, isn't it?
It's really good.
Season 1. Yeah.
Yeah. And once again, what really hooked me, besides aliens and ghosts in the first episode. I'm like, okay, this is great. The animation is absolutely phenomenal. Like it's
Yeah.
what I always like
Top
is when I
notch, yeah.
watch something that inspires me.
Yeah.
And like I don't know how to create in that style. You, Tom, or someone that can through our toy photography medium create in that style. Ryan, who we talked about on Focus on Figures,
Mhm.
Dork Lord Collectibles, he can create in that style. I don't know if I could ever create in that style, but it inspires me to want to do that because it's so awesome to look at. Like some of the scenes are phenomenal.
I'm gonna try next week. So yeah.
Yes. Hell
Great.
yeah.
Because
And
what I ordered and I showed you, Tommy, already got home. It's already waiting for me there. So
that's amazing.
Uh,
That didn't take
yeah.
long.
no, it did not.
Yeah, I want to see what you can pull off with those. So, Alberto, can I
got
say
the
what you
SH.
sent me?
Yeah, SH
Okay.
Fig Arts, the DanDaDan, Ocaron, and Momo. So they got home. So I'm gonna try and do something with
I
them.
did warn Alberto. I was like, they're not, especially Momo. SHF, the person who's in charge of that line at Tamashii Nations, is not familiar with the property, and it really shows in the figures because the range of motion is severely limited on Momo. Akaroon is a little bit more, like you can get more out of them, but if you trim some plastic areas, it's better. I want to just make sure, I already told you all this, Alberto. I want to make sure if we're talking about the SHFs or even just talking about DanDaDan in general to a toy-loving audience, which I imagine is our audience,
Yeah.
this is not a ringing endorsement of the SHF DanDaDan figures because they have not done a great job. I keep hoping they're going to get better, but there are other companies that are coming out with figures too.
Yeah.
They just haven't come out yet.
So is it Momo and Okaroon in like normal apparel, like school apparel, or is it
Momo in
No,
his school
he's
outfit.
coming out soon. He's coming out, I think, next month or
Yeah,
already
Ken
out.
comes out at the end of September in his regular schoolboy.
Yeah,
like
but it's Ocaron possessed. Yeah, it's
Akaroon possessed with the spirit granny.
Mhm.
That's the first figure that they did.
Okay.
And then you could also get Granny as well. She's out now too. Seko.
I could totally do something with the cat.
Oh yeah.
If they make the cat, I can
no
do
one
something.
comes with Turbo Granny until Ken, which comes out at the end of this month. He comes with a Turbo Granny.
Okay. It's so good. It's wild just to say the things like Turbo Granny and what have we said in the last 15 minutes? Turbo Granny, Peen, Bananas, Weenie.
Yep.
None of it to the uneducated or the uninitiated would make any sense, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Watch DanDaDan.
I hope that the people watching this that have not tried it or maybe not into anime saw that last week I recommended for you guys just watch the first 3 episodes, and again you guys have both explosively went past that mark. That is a ringing endorsement to please just check it out.
Yeah.
Give it an episode. Give it 2. See how
I would have finished. You know why I haven't, but I would have finished easily because I had the time to do so. But it's fantastic. Yeah, I was hooked on the first episode. So I remember I texted you. I said like, "Dongs, bananas, you bastard! You got me hooked on this."
I love that message. I will cherish that one forever.
I'll send you a screenshot of it, Jordan.
I do think that it is one of those that you don't need to watch 3 to get hooked on. Like it really does a good job in the first episode of you're going to know if you're into this or not.
It keeps the humor that is in that first episode. It will only get deeper emotionally as you get more tied and attached to characters. And yeah, you will be rooting for Momo and Ken to hold hands at some point, like because it's their love story is done in a way that makes me wistful for the days when I was in high school, and I remember my first crushes and the first time you actually start to hang out with them, and will that turn into something more? But you don't want to ruin the possible friendship either. So it's like this weird balance that you got to play, and they do it really well in that show.
Yeah, and the lack of communication at that age, where things are so simply talked out.
It's obvious, but you know it goes to hell quickly. So
right, you just talk it through and it's fine. But at that age, that's not how it works. You sulk in the corner because you misperceived something that this person you have a crush on did, and they pull that off really well.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
I know exactly what scene you're even referencing with that.
Yeah.
Yep. Overall, it's great. I'm in. I have something else to watch, which is great because at this point, I have something to watch. If I have free time, there's something I need to catch up on, which I love being in that position.
Yeah.
I hate
That
sitting
when-
down and be like, what do I watch? I don't know.
When you finish, watch Doro Hedoro next. So yeah, so that's my recommendation to you. So
How many
Dora is
seasons?
wild and great
it's just one at the moment.
so far.
But so
Okay.
far. It's
I
on
thought the
Netflix.
second season was supposed to come out this year, but I guess it's not anymore.
I'm kind of afraid that it won't come out at all. I hope it does.
It will, because once they start working on it, Netflix made that like part of that announcement. They're not going to like announce it and then not come out with something. They're not Warner Brothers who will cancel stuff just to collect money on taxes.
Yeah.
Netflix will put out dog shit the same as they'll put out like the hottest movie in the world, which is K-pop Demon Hunters. So,
Yeah, which is wild to me.
hey, it's really good. If you haven't watched it, it's that one you can watch with your daughter, and it'll be great for everyone.
I'm tempted. I have it on my watch list.
Really good. Check it out.
I also think it'd be really great for the industry if Netflix does lean into releasing films in the theater. We need that because so many people just Netflix and chill. They stay home and watch it on Netflix. If we can get it into the theater, that's huge.
Give people the option though, too. Though, like say, hey,
Absolutely.
you could day one, you could either go to the movies or you can sit home. Some people will definitely choose to go to the movies.
Yeah, I agree. I would like both options, but I do like the idea of streaming services putting their original films into the theater, because the theater experience, as we've talked about many times on the show already, is dying.
They do limited releases and then they release, but I don't see them doing that.
I think the only version they released for K-pop Demon Hunters is the sing-along version too, which made me a little upset because I would like to go see that in the movie theater. I've seen that movie a couple times at this point, and I would go, but I don't want to go to be serenaded by a bunch of kids watching it. Like, do a not singing version, and I will go see that one.
Yeah. Yep, totally agree. Except when I watched Wicked, like everyone in the theater was singing, and none of them could sing. But they were singing along with the songs, which I understand. I've seen the Broadway 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Totally love Wicked. I've experienced it since I was young. So I love the movie, but it's like, I know these songs and I want to sing too, but we're in a movie, don't sing.
Yeah.
But everyone was singing. I'm like, damn it, stop.
Yeah,
But
it's a musical, dude. It's gonna happen. So
yeah,
it shouldn't though until it's been out for like a month at least. You should still hold your composure even in musicals. This is like I saw Wicked on Broadway too, and luckily my first showing did not have people in the audience singing because they all wanted to experience. I went opening weekend and they all wanted to experience it on the screen. At least that's what I could tell. But I could imagine by week 2, you'll probably have people singing.
I don't remember when I saw it in Broadway, but I don't remember if it was already out. It must have been out for a while, but I don't remember there was many people singing. Maybe, but I enjoyed it, so it must have not have many people singing because I didn't get bothered at all. So yeah.
It's been around for a long time, man. I don't know when, but it's been around for a while.
I'm pretty sure the play came out while I was in college, so it's not that long, Jordan. I'm not that old yet, Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, we just talked about No Country for Old Men in 2007.
Yeah, I was already out of college by that point.
Yeah, that still feels fucking weird to me.
I was way out of college and law school, so yeah. Way off for me.
What was it? There was something the other day. Oh, we were watching Night at the Museum. So I can't remember, Tuesday, Wednesday, not relevant, but we were doing a family movie before bedtime. So we started Night at the Museum. And when I saw all the people in it, I'm like, wait, how old is this? Because half these people are dead or they don't look like this anymore. So I'm like, what the hell?
Like that for sure.
And then I look it up and I'm like, oh my God, this movie's, I remember it. And it's like 20 years old now. I mean, over 20 years old now.
Yeah.
I think it was 98, 99.
Wild. Which actually, speaking of Night at the Museum, That's a Sean Levy movie.
2006. It's only a year before.
Yeah.
Well, No Country for Old Men.
I looked it up and I thought it was early 2000s.
Yeah.
But that's a Sean Levy movie, and he's making the new Star Wars Starfighter movie.
Oh, nice.
Right? It's Starfighter or Jedi Starfighter? I don't know. Jedi Starfighter.
I don't keep track because Disney changes their mind on that shit constantly. So it's like I'm not gonna get invested until I see a trailer for something, you know?
Yeah, I think it's
True.
they released the first promo pic with Ryan Gosling on a speaker.
Oh, right, it's the Ryan Gosling Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited because I like Ryan Gosling movies. I find him to be very funny.
Yeah, and Matt Smith's the villain.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then I think I saw this week Amy Adams has been added to the cast and someone else. I don't remember who, but the cast is looking good. Who knows? I'm glad we're not getting the Taika Waititi Star Wars film.
I would hope the Taika Waititi
works.
See, I like Taika Waititi stuff, provided he does not go as wild as he went with Love and Thunder.
Yeah, he needs some reins. He needs reined in a little bit.
That's honestly, in my mind, of all the stuff I've seen him do, his like one miss. Yeah. I've liked everything else he's done. So
I agree with that, but I just don't see how Star Wars.
Have you seen Jojo the Rabbit, Jordan?
Oh God, yeah,
that's
hard movie.
But like, yeah, he could do Star Wars if the Star Wars property is handled, if it's meant to be a comedy, right? Like you have to give him something that's meant to be.
He's been very involved with The Mandalorian, so he can. And I think he's directed episodes from The Mandalorian.
I think so too.
They're fine, yeah. So
it's a good
I think
point.
he can do well, yeah.
Yeah,
I just can't get
when he's left to his
Love
own
and Thunder out of my mind.
Yeah, but that's all of us, It's we can give him a miss, but in general terms, his portfolio is pretty solid. So
you don't have a problem. Like I love Ragnarok. Did you like?
Oh,
Ragnarok?
I have no issues with Ragnarok.
Yeah. Okay.
I have no
so you have to
all.
He had one massive hit and then one miss. You can't write him off because of one miss. Everybody's allowed
absolutely
a bad go.
Totally agree. I guess the hardest thing for me is just how
far he took it.
How much of a swing and a miss that was.
Well, I think because he took Ragnarok, something that before Ragnarok, the Thor series was very serious, and he took Ragnarok into a humorous direction. It was received so well that they were probably like, yeah, just keep going. Go as far as you want to go with it. And that was clearly too far for the MCU because it didn't feel like there was anything serious about that movie, right? I mean, Jane Foster was dying of cancer, and that did not feel serious at all in that freaking movie.
I think the only thing serious and the only thing I liked was Gore's storyline. That's basically it. So,
and even that, I was let down by the fact he just looked like a dude. I'm like, no. Gore's one of the coolest looking guys in comics, and you're just like, we got Christian Bale, who's a great actor. We'll just let him look like Christian Bale. Like, come on, make him look cool.
Yeah, always. All right, guys, we've gone over an hour, which trying to be kind to people's time. So unless there's anything that you guys want to get into, I think we'll call it a wrap on this one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's anything else.
We've crossed the gambit of things. Alien, Peacemaker, Star Wars, anime, weenies, bananas.
Any cool figures came out this week aside from Peacemaker? Did they announce anything else?
I mean, there's probably some cool figures. I'm trying to think of what else I saw drop. I can't even remember.
Well, it could be 1/6 or 1/12 or 1/18. So
no, not really. Kind of a slow week as far as that goes. Jersey Devil was last week, right?
Yeah. Did you guys? We all discussed that. None of us got that, right?
I think we discussed it off air though, but not my thing.
We'll see it at Legends and decide over there. So.
You guys pre-order the Spider-Man, the SH Figure Arts Spider-Man from the Gamerverse?
Man, I don't know with all the things that with the shipping and I don't want to put money down on something I don't know when it's going to come down.
I get that.
Yeah. I try not to buy anything out of 6 scale unless it's Mythic Legions or Joy Toy, so no.
Gotcha.
Except the anime thing may change that. DanDaDan and stuff like that.
It's funny because I do feel like THIS will probably do DanDaDan at some point, or Asmus will probably do, because they both do anime now and they both do a great job.
A good job, yeah.
Yeah,
We can.
like-
Tom and I can vouch for their quality, Jordan. So
And THIS
Elliot
does this
sells
stuff
me.
at like old Hot Toys prices. Like back when Hot Toys were first coming out, freaking THIS is still in that price range for their 1/6 scale. It's cheaper than 1/12 versions half the time. I
Yeah.
don't get it, but I'm loving it. So
And shout out to Elliot Bajek's
yeah.
photo. He can sell me on anything Asmus at this point.
yeah,
Which it looks like he's working. I need to ask him. He's working with Asmus, which awesome. Bravo.
Yeah,
Nobody better.
definitely.
Nobody
Nope.
better to do that.
especially when you get to like their horror stuff or their video game stuff, because the zombie stuff that he's been doing.
Yeah, he did that
you know?
sequence with the girl.
Yes.
That's
Insane.
creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elliot is such a talent. He's so good, and I'm so glad that a company took notice and is working with him.
Absolutely. The only thing we need to do is get him into Mythic Legions, only so he can come to Legions Con.
I've been trying for 2 years to get him to come to Legions Con, but he always slithers away. So I'm trying to catch him. So yeah,
He's got 2 kids. They're both young.
That's
just
hard.
yeah.
That's hard.
It's different if it's 1. And I think once you get to 2, and one of them was like a newborn like 2 years ago. I think they're probably 2 now. Oh, time is weird. Like,
Yeah.
could have been 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That kid was born.
Either way, to leave all those kids in one person's hand and just take off for a weekend, that's a lot.
My wife. It's my wife dealing with mine, and she's going nuts. So yeah, can imagine.
I don't know. He's playing the piano. He's doing fine.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we'll wrap it on this one.
Beautiful.
Cheers,
Thank you.
boys.
Thank you for your time. Cheers. Absolutely. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, watching. Don't forget to do all the obligatory YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe. If you want more content like this, which is all across the board, you never know what the fuck we're going to talk about. This is the place.
Florida geography. So apparently we're
Geography, movies,
So,
aliens. I'm just going to create sub-channels, and we're going to have stuff on UAPs, and it's going to be wild.
Perfect.
It's going to be wild.
very old movies like No Country for Old Men. So yeah,
Very old.
Stop calling that stuff very old. That hurts.
Yeah, so
Classic.
Yeah,
In Technicolor.
from the time of Casablanca,
All right, tune in next week where we review Gone with the Wind. Until next time, we have spoken, I guess. All
we have spoken.
right, peace, guys.
Cheers, bud.